Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today it looks like we're finally getting somewhere around this whole new stimulus plan, or have we gotten anywhere? So today was the day that the Republicans said that they're going to have their proposal ready to go, and they got that somewhat right. However, it took several months for them to come up with this proposal, but we do have something, and with this you can kind of see where there is, an agreement between both parties, where there's things that we'll be getting, like the stimulus check. So that's why most of you have clicked on this video, because you want to know if we're getting another stimulus check. And as I stated in the last video, it's definitely confirmed that yes, we are, and the amount is the same as before. It's $1,200. Now they have made more provisions, and they've been more aware that there have been some people that didn't get it because they weren't classified as dependents. For example, if you had a child that was 18 and in college, they weren't classified as a dependent, even though they were, you're a dependent. So you didn't get any money for them. Well, now they've, kind of closed that whoever's a dependent, you will get $500 for that, dependent or a child. So they did correct that part. Now, as stated as before, the requirements are the same. If you make $75,000 and under, you will get the full $1,200. If you are a couple and you guys make under $150,000 a year, you will get $1,200 each, which is $2,400. And just as the last time, it will phase out all the way up to, $99,000 a year if you're a single person. Then it will phase out for couples at like $198,000. So that means between $75,000 and $98,000, if you're an individual, you will get a partial payment, and then couples, $150,000 to $198,000, you will get a partial payment as well. Or should I say, fractional, a fraction of the amount. So that's squared away. Now, apparently with this act, they're supposed to be breaking things down to kind of get things passed or whatever, like I talked about before. But like I said, some people, they just want the whole thing all at once. So understand this is just a proposal, and it will be negotiated, because the things that are in here, the Democrats are just not going to, go along with just that easy. So anyway, the name of their act is called the HEALS Act. So it's the Health Economic Assistance, Liability Protection, and Schools Act. I guess it should be HEALPS Act. Anyways, whatever. But that's the name of the act. Is called HEALS Act. So now for unemployment, of course, like we talked about, unemployment, they're not going along with the $600, a week thing. So there's been some reports where some people have said, that's just too generous to give $600 a week to people. $600 a week is $2,400 a month. So it's a lot of money some places, and it's not a lot of money in many other places. The median income here in the US is $61,000. $600 a week is like $31,000. So it's literally 50% of the median household, far as the amount and the rate that people are getting paid. I still really disagree with it, because that's money is going to be needed, right? Like the evictions, right? So now they're trying to pass a law, along with this plan, to extend the moratoriums for evictions, because they see what's happening, and so it just kind of doesn't really make a lot of sense. So they know that people are unemployed, and that they think that people are being unemployed so they could collect $600 a week or $700 a week, or however much they're getting. Some people are really unemployed because they're really unemployed. Their business is not open. So they would like to reduce it down to $100 or $200 a week. You know what? I'm not even going to get into it. So that's what they want to do. They want to reduce it down. So listen, if you're someone that's possibly facing eviction because of the lack of work, or you're not working, try calling 211 in your area to find out if there's any programs, because this bill has not been passed yet. So the extension on evictions, it's not live right now. So basically there are people that are still being getting subpoenaed to be evicted at this moment. And so, I don't know if this bill can go back and correct someone, correct that if someone gets thrown out of their place. So we're wasting a lot of time behind, all of this back and forth, and, Quite frankly, I think, that the Republicans just didn't take this time seriously. Forget about a break. These are the people that you're supposed to be governing and supposed to care about. They need help now. But listen, if you're facing eviction, try calling 211. Some states, like I know in some of the cities here, they have some programs to help people, if they're, facing eviction, and it's a first come, first serve. So they don't have like an endless amount of money. So it won't, be able to help everybody that's facing, but it'll be able to help somebody. So call 211 and see if you can get some information on what may be going on, or just Google and see if there's any programs in your state or in your city. Now, along with this act, of course, they want to have some, some tax credits and tax cuts and things like that for, business owners, etc. Then also they want to give like $100 million towards $100 billion, towards schools reopening. So that's like a whole nother thing, because most parents don't want their kids to go to school. But in the same instance, if their kids don't go to school, who's going to watch them? Because they still have to work. So it's just the whole situation. We're going into August, September. It's the whole school thing is just, it's a complete mess. And it's not the school's fault. I blame that on our government, whatever. So with them wanting to get people back to work, of course, that PPP is on the list to give more money towards that. It's supposed to help more small business owners and things like that. So they do have, that there where they want to get more money to PPPs, of course, because they want everybody to go to work. But what do you do for, the companies that they just can't open, or they're just not open? That, giving them money doesn't mean anything if they can't get any customers. Now, another thing they also have in this is liability protection, which protects schools, medical offices, businesses, and things like that from getting sued. Because what's happening is you have a lot of people that may be going to these buildings, and then what happens if they get sick? Some people are trying to sue, places. So this will kind of, give some protection around that where people can't sue. So that's really about it. But the HILS Act is just a proposal. The Democrats are definitely going to deny probably half of this. And so we'll see what happens throughout this week. Hopefully, they can come to some type of agreement, over the next few days, because time is ticking, and you got people that need help now, not based off of, when they think they need help, but people need help right now. So that's all, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Consider subscribing and sticking around, and I'll see you guys. Peace.